Hello and welcome. I'm Beck Ferrier from Plant Powered Warriors. What if I told you you don't have to cleanse? You don't have to throw out everything in your pantry, you don't have to live on juices, and you don't have to eat only salads. And you definitely don't have to completely change your lifestyle overnight. In fact, if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the health advice online, I actually don't want you jumping into a cleanse just yet at all, because there's something I'd rather you do first. Make sure you watch right to the end of this video because I'm going to share exactly what I recommend you do instead of cleansing if you're not ready. It's the same advice I have given many people who join my community, and it's helped so many people build confidence before making any big changes. If you've ever thought I'd love to be healthier, but I don't know if I can actually do this, then this video is for you. One of the biggest reasons people never improve their health isn't because they don't care, it's because they're scared. They're scared they'll fail, they're scared they'll miss their favorite meal, they're scared they'll waste money, they're scared they'll let themselves down again. I completely understand that because I've spoken to hundreds of people over the years, and almost everyone starts with the same thoughts. I don't know if I can do that. It looks too hard. Maybe one day. The problem is one day often turns into months or even years. Meanwhile, your energy stays low, your digestion doesn't improve, the weight slowly creeps on, you feel bloated, you rely on more coffee just to get through the day. Your confidence drops, and before you know it, feeling average starts to feel normal. But it doesn't have to stay that way. One thing I've learned over the years is that not everyone needs to dive straight into a cleanse. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is simply watch, observe, learn, listen, ask questions, see what other people are doing. It's exactly like standing on the fence before you buy a house. You wouldn't hand over your money without looking around first. You'd research, you'd ask questions, you'd see if it was right for you. Your health deserves exactly the same approach. That's exactly why I created Plant Powered Warriors. It isn't just a place where people are told what to eat. It's a supportive community. Every single day you'll see real people sharing their meals, juices, smoothies, walking the Rainbow Bridge journey, asking questions, celebrating their wins, and supporting each other through the tough days. You'll see people just like you, busy moms, shift workers, grandparents, people wanting more energy, people wanting to lose weight, people struggling with digestion, people who simply want to feel healthier than they do today. Some are doing one of our cleanses, some are simply adding more plant foods, some are taking one tiny step at a time. And every single one of them is welcomed exactly where they are. Imagine how much easier making healthy changes become when you simply watch first. You might discover recipes you've never thought of. You might realize healthy food actually looks delicious. You might see someone who started exactly where you are. You might hear questions you've been too afraid to ask yourself. You might learn tips to save you weeks or even months of trial and error. Instead of wondering what I could actually do, if you could actually do this, you'll be thinking, maybe I can. That's a very different place to be. Confidence grows through learning, not through pressure. People don't fail because they lack information. Let's be honest. Most of us already know vegetables are healthier than takeaway. Drinking more water is a good idea. Moving our body is important. Information isn't usually the problem. Isolation is. Trying to do everything on your own is hard. But when you're surrounded by people heading in the same direction, healthy habits become normal. You pick up ideas naturally. You stop feeling like the odd one out. You realize you're not the only person who has ever struggled. And suddenly those healthy changes don't seem so overwhelming anymore. Maybe your first step isn't a cleanse. Maybe it's replacing one breakfast or making one smoothie. Maybe it's trying a soup. Maybe it's joining one live Q&A with me. Maybe it's simply watching everyone else for a few weeks. That is perfectly okay. There is no finish line that you're racing towards, right? This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Small steps repeated consistently can completely change your life over time. So today I want to give you permission. You don't have to cleanse. You don't have to commit to changing your whole lifestyle today. You don't have to promise you'll never eat another cooked meal or a piece of chocolate. You don't have to become perfect. You simply have to become curious. Be willing to learn, be willing to listen, be willing to see whether this lifestyle could work for you. Sometimes that's all it takes for everyone to begin changing. If I'm telling you that you don't have to cleanse, what do I recommend instead? Come and join us inside Plant Powered Warriors. Not to start a cleanse, not to completely change your diet overnight, not because you have to prove anything. I simply want you to come in and become what I call a bird on the fence. Just sit there for a while, watch, listen, learn, take it all in. See what everyone else is doing. You'll see ordinary people with busy lives making juices, smoothies, soups. You'll see members enjoying our Walk in the Rainbow Bridge challenge. You'll see people asking questions you've probably been wondering yourself. You'll watch them celebrating victories, encouraging one another, and learning together. You don't have to participate straight away. You don't even have to make a single change if you're not ready. Just observe, browse through the recipes, watch the live Q&A replays, read the resources, learn why we eat the way we do. See how people are transforming their health one step at a time. Then, when you feel ready, not when someone tells you, you can decide whether this lifestyle is right for you. Because confidence doesn't come from forcing yourself into a cleanse. Confidence comes from understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it. That's when healthy habits become sustainable. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to improve your health, maybe today isn't about changing everything. Maybe today is simply about taking the first small step. And sometimes that first step is just surrounding yourself with people who are already living the lifestyle you're curious about. There's absolutely no pressure inside Plant Powered Warriors. You are welcome to simply learn, ask questions, and be inspired. Who knows, a few weeks from now, you might decide you're ready to join one of our cleanses, or even walk the Rainbow Bridge with us, which starts in a few weeks. Or maybe you'll simply start to add more colorful whole food plants into your meal. Either way, you'll be moving forward, and that's what really matters. If this sounds like exactly what you've been looking for, I'd love to welcome you into Plant Powered Warriors. Click the link in the description below and come and be that bird on the fence. There's absolutely no pressure to cleanse, no pressure to be perfect, just a warm, supportive community full of people who are learning, growing, and improving their health together. And because I want to make getting started as easy as possible, I've also created a free 6-part video course on how to transition to a plant-based lifestyle without the overwhelm. You'll receive one short email each day for 6 days, packed with simple, practical tips to help you get through and start at your own pace. No spam, just genuine support. If this video has helped take some of the fear out of making healthy changes, I'd love you to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments you're ready to learn. I'd love to welcome you into Plant Powered Warriors community, and I'll see you in the next video.